Here is a preview of some of the outstanding documentaries from Australia and overseas coming up on the world around us over the next few weeks.
The elephants are the heartbeat and soul of Tsavo, a huge area of 8,500 square miles of Africa. Tsavo in Kenya became home to me the moment I arrived as a young game warden 30 years ago. Today, I'm still working with the animals, but as a wildlife filmmaker for survival. My assistant Hassan has been with me for 18 years. He was born 43 years ago, just a few miles from here. In those days, most of these people were elephant hunters, but all that's changed now.
Britain in the 1990s is in a period of transition. There's division about the future of the royals.
I just don't really care about the royal family.
We think the moniker's great, and we're going to keep it.
And doubts about the country's closer links with Europe.
I think we're a little island, we are, and that's how we should stay.
Many in Scotland would like to become independent.
People in Scotland, as I see it, have finally had enough of Westminster rule.
The Welsh also want greater autonomy in running their own affairs. But through it all, the British remain the British and custodians of one of the most beautiful islands on earth. Less than 1,000 kilometres long from top to bottom and home to almost 60 million people, Great Britain may not be the world power it once was, but in terms of history and culture, it still has few equals. Our intention is to travel the length of this amazingly diverse country, observing the move back to traditional culture. Sampling its rich traditions.
Mysteries of Wiltshire are many.
As we discover for ourselves the charm of Britain.
When the construction job was finished, the pyramids were covered with a case of fine Tura limestone. And although most of that has disappeared over the centuries, you can see over there on Khephrun's pyramid, the top coating is still there. That's what they looked like. But what were they for? They were tombs, but what did the shape mean? Well, the pyramid clearly was what it seems to be, a staircase on which the king's spirit could ascend to heaven and then go back to his tomb. And what we're looking at over here is an image of the rays of the sun god coming down to earth. A typical piece of the Egyptian imagination in which an immaterial concept is represented in such a material form. And on winter's days here in Giza, you can actually sit here and watch the sun breaking through the clouds and falling down at the same angle as the pyramids. A stairway to heaven, then, the rays of the sun on which the king, nimble and wise, could ascend to the indestructible stars.